And this right here is the road that leads to HellsGate Haunted House in Lockport, Illinois. Now, if you're a patron of HellsGate, you have to park in the remote lot, and then you jump on an old rickety school bus, which takes you down this dark road to the haunt. Because I'm recording Carcon Carne there, I'm able to drive down the road to access the main entrance. But as a guest, as a fan of going to haunted houses, this is such a fantastic way to begin your experience. In darkness, kind of an uncomfortable dark country road. I mean, they really have this immersive aspect locked in from the word go. I love coming here. I swear to you, this is one of my favorite things to do every year. HellsGate Haunted House. This is the month. Lockport, Illinois.
It's Carcon Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Carcon Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
This right here is Carcon Carne. Carcon Carne is a Q101 podcast. I'm James Van Alstyne. Carcon Carne is sponsored by Easy Automation, easy-automation.net. Are you looking to transform your home, your office, or business into something that is smart and seamlessly connected? Easy Automation delivers custom automation solutions that are tailored to your lifestyle. Whether you're upgrading your home entertainment, streamlining your office tech, or enhancing the atmosphere in your restaurant or sports bar, they've got you covered. Their expert team designs and installs personalized systems, from smart lighting and climate control to audio-video distribution and robust Wi-Fi networks, all managed through an intuitive app on your favorite device. Easy Automation makes technology work for you, effortlessly, reliably, and always with your satisfaction guaranteed. Visit easy-automation.net or call my guy Dan. His number is 630-730-3728, and take control of your environment today. Carcon Carne, also sponsored by Exploding House Printing. Exploding House can help you with all of your screen printing, embroidery, and other merch needs. So if you're in a band, this is your team. They're truly a local business. They're based in Hermosa, and their focus is on small businesses, bands, brands, everything in between. They've worked on stuff for the Empty Bottle, for the Chicago Botanic Garden.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
That was the best thing that has ever happened.
So check out explodinghouseprinting.com to see the entire list. Jonathan at Exploding House has been doing screen printing for decades. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Easy for me to say. Besides his technical expertise, he delivers production efficiency and cost awareness to offer boutique print shop quality and much lower large print shop prices. Check out their work on Instagram at Exploding House, or go to their website or email info@explodinghouseprinting.com to get a quote. Are you proud of yourself, HellsGate founder John LaFlamboy, for scaring the shit out of Maria from Club Drugs?
I always got to give my little hello in the car. If we're gonna party in the car, let's party.
All right, so a bit of introduction is
First
in
of all,
order.
Hi, I'm John.
Maria,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
John as well. Nice to meet you.
John, Maria.
Thanks for
Nice to
joining
meet you
us.
guys.
All right, Maria, can you move a little bit to the right?
Sure.
I didn't expect John to be here this quickly.
I can hang out. You guys do what you do.
No, we're done. I just wanted to get the
I got
sponsor
air
stuff out of the way.
conditioning. This is lovely.
Oh, yeah. So it's my favorite time of the year. It's also Club Drugs' favorite time of the year. I'm back at HellsGate Haunted House in Lockport to see what's new at the haunt and to meet up with that guy right there, creator, owner, John LaFlamboy. Get tickets at hellsgate.com Thursday through Sundays through the 19th, then Wednesday through Sunday starting on the 22nd. Now, joining me in the back seat, two of my favorite people in the world, John and Maria of the synthy, edgy, glorious goth pop duo Club Drugs. Nice to see both of you back.
Hello, thanks for having us.
We said when we first met, John and Maria of Club Drugs, we determined that we were all destined to be best friends. You expressed a love for horror, and I think we made a pact from our very first meeting that we would go to a haunted house together. And when we made that pact, we decided to go to the best haunted house, HellsGate Haunted House. I'm so glad you came with for this trip.
We're so glad to be here. Thank you for including us in the best haunted experience we've ever had.
The best haunted experience. Let's fix that mic. Just want to make sure that we don't lose you there, John. And John and Maria, please talk directly on the mic. Same with you, John LaFlamboy. John, there's so much to talk about the HellsGate since the last time I was here, since the time before that. John and Maria are super fans. Like these are your people.
Right on.
And so I really
House people.
Hell yeah.
I host this podcast, but I really want to surrender a lot of the conversation to them because, I mean, the entire time we walked out, I mean, they were just talking about all the different things they loved, the different things, the nuances they appreciated. And I guess let's start there, John and Maria. Talk about your experience at HellsGate Haunted House this year.
I mean, so we're first timers, so we apologize for taking so long to get here. But we've heard nothing but great things. And James, like he said, he's like, you have to go. It's the best one that he's ever been to. So we're very, very stoked to be here. And it lived up to the hype. And surpassed it. We've been to 1 million of these over the years, and we walked in and had a completely unique experience. And it's clear that you care and that you want this to be your creative vision and that you want this to be the best. And we are so very thankful that you let us be a part of it.
I don't know. Thank you so much. And thanks for taking your time going through. Like, I love it when people come on a Sunday. Thursdays and Sundays are the best days to come here. So when I do see groups come, a group of 3, that's my favorite way to do a show. Is that it's your own private show. You don't see the people in front. You don't see the people behind.
We were talking about that.
You get to take your time and take in all the details and engage and interact with the actors. So please don't apologize for taking your time. You came on the right day to do it. So thank you.
We're here on a Sunday. And now that said, all your points are valid, but it's not like the place was empty. Like, there are a lot of people here.
Oh, yeah, we still do good on Sundays.
Yeah, we still do good on Sundays. John, I know you were appreciating all the subtle details, like the transitions from concept to concept. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, the nuances were my favorite part of it, actually. And it's a thing that we're such nerds for this stuff that we talk about it in our spare time of like what we would do if we could ever make one. And one thing that we've always talked about is usage of the space. And the beginning of this is not a manufactured thing. It is built into the environment, and that's so much scarier than anything else that you can buy or build. It's like you're out in the world and you're feeling the actual dirt on the ground. There's trees around you. Like that, to kick it off, set you in such a mood of like, oh, this isn't going to be your typical experience.
Yeah, like the fact that we had to take a bus here, and it wasn't like a short like drive. It was like, oh, sorry. It was like a fairly like, long ride, and it just puts you in the mood of being like, oh, we're in the middle of nowhere and we're gonna go in this like old hotel. It's very spooky.
Yeah, like going down Murder Road.
Totally.
Sorry for my voice. It's been a very long weekend here, so see if I can find a register that'll work for this. We'll live right here. But yeah, Murder Road is definitely a show starter. Looking to the left and seeing a canal, looking to the right and seeing abandoned junkyards. We couldn't have gotten luckier with that
slam
natural.
dunk.
Yeah, it's a. Yeah. When people ask me why it took me so long, it took me 12 years to find the property for this project. The design was done 12 years ago. Well, now a lot longer. But it was because, yeah, like you said, you cannot replicate this kind of entry, the woods, the natural cliffs.
Yeah.
It's such a gift. And as an artist, I just want to use it. I want to use all of it.
The whole thing felt immersive in a way that I haven't experienced, and the environment was so much a part of that, but so much was the lighting and the sounds, and way more than...
See, this is the nerdy stuff I want John to say.
Exactly. Way more than just the haunts and the actors themselves, who were both great, but like when you pair all that stuff together, even when you're in a moment between two sections and the transition, like you're feeling the change in the air or the textures on the floor or the sound change. Like it was immersive, and it kicked our ass.
You're my favorite kind of audience.
Well, and it is that subtle stuff that people just don't necessarily think about going through, but you guys really picked up on that, and like just the thoughtfulness, the mindfulness, and that's something I keep coming back to, John, is just how well designed and mapped out, like the clarity of what that front-facing vision is and how it all threads together. I love what you do here.
Well, I mean, that's some of the most fun part of this job. Yeah, there's scaring people, that's fun. Making them laugh, that's fun. Working with the actors, fun. But world building. When you get to world building.
And there's a whole lot of lore, guys. If you want to dig into the website, there is lore for days.
Oh, I love that.
I've got so many stories, so many backstories. It's a linear story, so it does take place. You feel that as you go through the haunted house, that kind of, you're going through something that's happening live right in front of you. And it's all connected. It's not like a carnival connected to an attic, connected to an Egyptian mummy's tomb. It's all one story, but it's that world building that's fun. It's that collaboration with all the other artists to make that 360-degree design where, like you said, it's the sound, it's the lights, it's how your feet feel, the crunch underneath or the hardwood floor.
Yes.
The actors were also great.
Yeah,
like,
the actors
we had
are amazing.
one-of-one experiences with so many of them throughout it, where it's like, I know that this isn't a bit, and like you're reacting to the people coming through, and because of that, it feels unique to us, and it probably feels unique to them, and like they get to like live in the world that you build. And
Well,
it's
and
so
talk about
awesome.
that, John, because there's a lot of training that goes behind what your actors do. Like, it's not just you hire a couple people off the street. Okay, you're going to be in this room tomorrow. Like, there's a lot of training on how to interact and behave.
Yeah, I mean, we do our auditions early September, but then it's really about, we do movement class, intro to movement. I'm an actor myself, and movement was my specialty. And so we really dedicate ourselves to movement here because, words are a crutch. No matter what, if a high school kid yells out a certain thing, it's going to sound like a high school kid yelling it out. But if you could train movement, if you could train center and tempo, then you start with that foundation. And then we go to character building on top of that. And then on top of that, we add improvisation. And then it's about scene work, working with your other scene partners. That room that you walk through should be just as alive and poppin' whether you're in the room or not.
Yeah.
Because they're in the room. So they've got scene partners to be working with the entire time. This is people ask me all the time, like, what's it like doing a haunted house? I'm like, it's the same as doing theater. This is live theater.
It really
This
is
a giant live theater production, and it's improv based. And you touched on it, John. It's that interaction between you and the actor. They're feeling that too. That interaction with you is what keeps them constantly engaged. It keeps the energy going. If they were just jumping out and repeating the same line, this would be boring. This would be so boring. But the fact that you give them so much energy by your reaction, that gives them fuel. And
Exactly.
And that way, every single group, it's different.
John from Club Drugs was singled out as we were waiting to go inside Hell's Gate. I don't know how it started, but next thing you know, John is in front of the crowd telling a joke. He wasn't given a choice. He had to tell a joke to the people standing there. He was pulled out and basically put on stage in front of everyone. And I had that moment of embarrassment. I'm like, oh God, I hope he has a joke, because I don't have jokes. Like,
I don't.
John killed it.
Nice, John. Well done. But
it was awesome to feed off of the actors. Like, I'm not one of those guys to like be like, let me stand up and like tell you a joke or whatever. But like, they had that energy, and then it became like my role to play with it,
Nice.
and then it became like, I felt like throughout half of this experience that I was like, it's my role to also like give them something to work with, because it's not just for me, it's for like the whole group, and like even the groups behind us that we didn't get to like see or experience. Like, you hear the reverb of the screams and the yells, and like it feels like we're all trying to achieve this thing on like some freak sub frequency that we're all on.
Dude, I gotta have you stay here and do audience training in the tent.
Yeah, I would love that.
Because I mean that's what it means, right? To be an audience member at a live thing, right? We do so much digital, so much separated now. It's these live engagements that are getting rarer and rarer, but it's not a one-way thing. You're not watching a movie at home.
Right.
It's exactly what you're saying, John. We're giving as an audience member, just like the actors are giving back. It's that kind of communion of the two groups coming together and creating something that'll never be again.
John from Club Drugs said something I love. It's that freak sub-frequency. There's a certain, inclusive is a weird word to use for this, but there's a certain inclusivity. Like, everyone feels comfortable to be themselves here. It's not like something you find in a shopping mall. Like there's a whole subculture vibe here.
Oh yeah, that's the zombie army culture.
It's the zombie army culture,
we like to say that there's no cool kids here.
Right.
It's just us freaks, weirdos, and geeks.
Love.
We're all just playing together and working as a team, and it's we very much encourage everyone to come here as they are. Everyone is welcome here. Fly your freak flag. This is your place.
Love that. Let's talk about what's new this year. Obviously, the mausoleum is new.
Yeah, you think that's a big one.
Maria, you fell in love with that. I did too. But Maria, what did you like about it?
It was just very like well thought out. It looked amazing.
I thought the lighting in the mausoleum, I really noticed, like the verticality of it, and like it made, like there was times where I was like, I couldn't tell what was real and what was going to be a person.
Yes, I love that.
And the choices that were made there were not obvious, and it caught me like spending more time paying attention to statues and more time paying attention to like things I thought could be people. So I ended up taking in a lot more detail in that space than I would have expected because it felt so different.
I guess one of my thoughts as we walked through the mausoleum was, I can't believe this hasn't been done before here. Like, this is like such a perfect thing for you to express. Had this been something that was germinating for a while, or?
Yeah, sure. So I always tell people, this is our 9th year, but I'm still in my rough draft. I'm still on my original design from 2015. I just don't have enough time and money to do it all. So, it's always about priorities. What do I need to do for the story? What do I need to do for the world building? What do I need to do, to make this a top caliber haunt? The mausoleum has always been in the design, but you saw how big it was.
It's just everything about it was big. It's like, it just what a way to set the stage for this entire experience.
I've been dying to make it for years. It's been killing me because it's such a big story piece too. It really shows those icon characters that are in the story of who's buried here, the unwanted,
yes.
And to really celebrate them because it is so key to all the characters throughout the entire haunted house. It's so much so that I built that building 3 years ago.
Wow.
I just didn't have enough money to finish it. So I had to build a cedar fence and shine the lights at your face so you didn't see my big giant metal building that was unfinished in the woods. So this has been a project that has been living and we've been stepping towards it to get to that. And, next year is our 10th year. It's our big anniversary. It will be the completion of my first draft of HellsGate.
Now every year you update or you add like another 30% new things. Is that
about 20 to 30% every single year. Yeah. Whether it's expansion, building a brand new building. Like the mausoleum is 66 feet long, 16 feet wide, 16
now,
feet
you say
tall.
that when you walk through it, you think it's the biggest place on earth.
Oh, that's great.
That's the beauty of it. That's the illusion that's created.
Well, I'd like to say my friends design in square feet. We design in square inches. Every single inch is vital.
Yes.
So I need you to feel.
Yes.
And if I'm going to build something that big, it better make the show longer. So now it's an additional 4 minutes longer just because of that expansion.
What else was new this year?
Lots of tweaks throughout the show. Little things, not as much big things, but that entire graveyard, I had to reroute the entire path so that I could get you to the mausoleum.
Got it.
Because I've been making you go around it and hiding it from you for years.
That's hilarious.
Back years ago, I don't know if you remember the fallen tree. It was a giant fallen tree out there that you had to go into a tree. That's where the mausoleum now sits.
Got it. Okay.
So I've had to carve up that graveyard path and change things around just to get me through a few years until I could finish it off. And then this year I got to just open it all up and give you all these new pathways. So there is a lot that's new outside this year. And there's little tweaks all through the inside.
I know something that I think was new. All the plant people.
No,
they were there last year.
Yeah,
They were
I
so
love the
good.
plant
in the
people.
greenhouse.
Well, okay, they're not new then, but they connected with me bigger this
There
year.
we go. There we go.
Clearly, like just the costuming, the way they blended in. That was a fantastic experience.
Awesome. That's so good to hear.
And that's the beauty of HellsGate too, right? Like I don't necessarily remember it from last year, but there's so much going on. But like you walk out of it each time with a different takeaway.
Right. Well, it's part of the design, right? It's so if I'm designing in 360, which not a lot of haunted houses do. A lot of times the ceilings are unfinished, or
Yes.
I need everywhere you look to be perfect so
Yes.
that you actually feel like you're in this space. You're suspending your disbelief, and I have gratitude because you're doing that for me. So I try to work that extra mile to make sure I don't have cracks, so that you fall back into reality, right? So much so that it's all about the actors, because the actors are doing this improv show, right? So you are looking at different things every single time you walk through. That greenhouse was built in 2019.
Stop it.
You've seen it many
it.
times.
I feel silly.
No, that's great. I feel fantastic because that's such a great compliment. Because that means the actors are doing such a good job. That means your attention is moving to different places.
Yes.
And that's kind of the beauty of Hell's Gate is even if you saw the show last week, it's going to be a little bit new this week.
That's incredible.
It's one of our little tricks.
That is absolutely incredible. Fewer clowns this year.
Fewer clowns in the twins room.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, but the twins. Okay, maybe I missed it before. I don't remember that. I felt like we were getting VIP. Like I don't remember interacting with the twins in one of the rooms before.
You just walked into my answer. Thank you for that. That was real good. What it was I had 2 veteran flying twins that wanted to fly tonight. So my regular flying twins, we needed to put them somewhere, and we wanted them to have fun. You know, I always try to work with the actors to make sure it's a spot they're happy about. And they presented the idea, if we're not flying tonight, can we just go to the toy room and play? And I was like, sure. So I canceled 2 clowns. I brought in 2 twins. And I let the actors make the room a little different tonight.
It was very memorable. I remember feeling like that was a moment that I was like, it's coming together in a way that I did not expect. So thank you for giving us like a unique moment there.
Oh, very much so.
Well, once again, the actors, man. You know, I'm very lucky. I have an incredible cast here, and saying yes to them is some of the easiest things I do. When they bring me just great ideas, it's my job to say yes and make it work.
When we first got here, before we went into the haunt, we stopped and had a cold beverage outside, which, by the way, really thoughtfully done beverages from mocktails through like the themed drinks. The actors were walking around. One of the things I love about the actors at HellsGate, excuse me, is that they're not just walking around trying to scare the shit out of everybody. They're really, and John and Maria, I think you felt this way too. Like they were just kind of hanging out with us and
in the conversation,
in character.
Yeah.
But I mean, it made it really fun.
Yeah.
And so we could still enjoy our drink and not feel like, oh, let's get the hell out of here. These actors are making it really. Yeah. It was just kind of fun to hang out with them.
Well, we got a motto here. You can't scare everybody, but you can entertain everyone.
There it is.
And everyone is trained on that. Because if you just keep trying to hit people with a scare, it does get boring. It does get over intense. But if you could make someone laugh in 1 minute, jump scream in the next minute, have a conversation with them and tell them a story, we just got them on a rope then. Then they're just here all night because this is an entertainment facility. That's who we are. We're entertainers.
Every member of the staff that we encountered, whether it was the bar staff or people just like organizing, they all seemed to be having a great time. Yeah. They all seemed like they had their own little part or their role in all of this, and they executed to perfection. And like, I don't think I've ever had that much fun like getting a drink at an event like this.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, good.
That's for real. Yeah,
it is very serious.
Oh, good.
I think everyone should try the Sharky attack.
Is that the shark attack?
Yeah, that's the drink that everyone should get.
Yeah, that was a little bit inspired from a Zombie Army field trip to New Orleans.
Always be learning.
Always be learning. You can learn everywhere, man. And we learned something from a bartender in New Orleans that made us all laugh. And we're like, we could put a spin on that.
I love behind the scenes stuff. daysofthelivingdead.com. Are we getting a new season?
New season drops Wednesday, October 8th.
Oh, okay. So I think when this episode goes live,
boom,
perfect timing.
Yep, we'll have our first episode out.
And you are okay with warts and all. Like, you want people to get that inside peek. Like, you're totally transparent about this
100%.
stuff. I love that.
Oh, yeah. Like, all of our failures are right out there, man. I've got a lot of, like, young haunted house companies, right, that watch. Mm-hmm. A lot of young, people starting in the business. And it's amazing how afraid everyone is to fail.
Yep.
Right?
How do you learn if you don't fail?
You have to fail. Mm-hmm. Like, failing should be celebrated. That means you're trying. So yes, even all of our failures are in our reality show because that's a reality show. We don't try to exploit, the cast and the crew and try to, pin them down on their failures and be hard on them. It's the opposite. If you failed because you were trying to do something great, it's celebrated. We learn something from it, we move forward. So yeah, I put all the warts in there, everything.
I know we've talked about this before, but the thought that goes into creating characters for HellsGate, these aren't movie characters we've seen before. These are all characters that exist in this story, in this haunt.
Yes.
I love that. Even walking through the merch shop, which, by the way, John and Maria love the merch shop. But everyone loves the merch shop. And, of course, you have your own Soothsayer hot sauce. It just makes sense. Like, the characters have their own images on merch.
Yeah.
It's so great.
They have their own fan clubs.
That's great.
I mean, like literally, people bring them gifts every night. And what we try to do here, it's part of the world building is, I'll start and I'll work with characters, but really it's some of these actors are just so brilliant at what they do, and it builds up, it grows, and I try to nurture that. I try to give it a base. I try to give it a foundation to grow on.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got people like Fluffy. Every night, people are bringing him teddy bears, and they're spending good money on these teddy bears. And he destroys them in their faces. He tears them to shreds, and then he takes the stuffing, and sometimes he sticks it in their mouths, and they like it. I think we should have a doctor examine the entire thing. I don't know what's going on, but they love it. And it's this just wild kind of like subculture now for each one of these icon characters, where they have their own Instagrams, their own Facebooks, and their own followings year-round now.
Great.
I think I'm following Mother and
building this world.
I think I'm following a few of them.
Yeah, Mother.
Yeah.
Mother's great.
Mother's great.
Mother's like our most artsy of the icons. Like the stuff Mother puts out there on Instagram is just beautiful.
She's goth.
Yeah.
I love it.
Whereas Heretic the Clown is getting caught making deep fried Oreos. It's kind of weird.
John and Maria, any more thoughts about your experience today?
I mean, just blown away. Like, please keep... I love what you said about failing. You're clearly not failing because this is amazing. But please keep doing this because, like, this is our favorite time of year. And, like, it feels like we wait all 11 months just to have experiences like this.
Yeah.
And to see someone that is clearly living this 12 months of year and thinking about us and our experience, like, it means a lot. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I said if this is the only haunted house we go to this year, that's fine. And we're definitely
We usually try to hit a
rabid.
bunch,
Yeah.
so you should take that as a very high
Yeah,
compliment.
Thank you
It was
so
also
much.
the first time that I've ever seen Maria get scared. in a
Yeah, I
haunted
never
house.
get scared.
I've
I
never
never
seen
am
it.
startled by anything, and it happened several times.
Oh,
so I was
right
like,
on. Oh, tell the kids. They'll be so happy.
And it was amazing to watch James jump out of his pants several different times. There was 4 creatures coming at him at quite a clip, and I thought we were going to lose him. So I personally had the best experience ever because I got to watch these two actually have the
Oh,
best
that's
time.
great.
Now, you can say what you want about Maria. And Maria, try to scoot a little bit to your right if you can. I feel like we're losing your face. Oh, there she is. Hey, it's Maria from Club Drugs. Maria's braver than most. Like, she is that person who goes into the haunt. She is leading the party. She's the first one to experience everything. Like, nothing phases her, at least at first. Like, some people don't want to be, they want to be the people who are like grabbing someone's shirt in front of them. Maria's not that person. She is the party lead.
always.
Way to do it.
First one in the pool.
James was grabbing my shirt a couple times.
No.
But it was okay. It was warranted.
All right, John, before we let you go, I do want to acknowledge Club Drugs. I'm a big fan of this band. You have news to share, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
What news did I start
We
with?
we got 2 things. So we leave for tour next week, so we're going to be out with IMX this basically until Thanksgiving. I'm pretty much hitting every city in the country, even a couple of Canada shows. So come check us out on that tour. And then part 2 of this news, we just signed to Artifact Records, so we're going to be putting a record out very soon. And if you are going to be on the IMX tour, you maybe will get a crack at getting a CD before they're out in the world digitally. So come hang out.
Brand new Club Drugs release. What's it called?
It's going to be called Lovesick.
Lovesick. New Club Drugs, available as physical media before digital.
Yes.
I love that.
Interestingly enough.
Yeah, we're trying to bring back people being super fans of things as much as we can, and I love physical media. Like even the fact that we're gonna press CDs for this run, like we're really excited about that. So everyone support physical media; it's important.
Yes, please.
That's awesome. And John, I want you to get listening to this group. I love Club Drugs to no end. And they're Hell's Gate adjacent.
No, I'm jumping all over. I mean, they're now my favorite audience members. I love having such informed audience members coming through and appreciating it. So, I'm linked to you now.
I think that there's probably a Hell's Gate Club Drugs collab
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, we were like,
I don't know what that
play
means
here.
yet, but we're gonna figure that out, and it would honestly make our lives. Like,
I'd love that.
we were saying on the way in, like getting the special treatment as a band is always nice, but getting the special treatment here means more than any of the
true.
backstage passes or shows we've been to. Like, for real, it was momentous. So we feel honored. We felt like rock stars for the first time ever.
I said it at the beginning. I'll say it again. This is one of my favorite things to do all year long. I look forward to this. Last night was like Christmas Eve. Like, okay, tomorrow's the day. We're going to HellsGate. Like, I really,
the same way.
I get so excited. John, congratulations on just another amazing experience. That mausoleum, like putting that in the front, like just what a way to set the tone for the entire, again, immersive experience, because it is immersive. Like, we are all in. From the second we hit the dark rural road, we are all into this experience. So much fun. Happy Halloween.
Thanks, man. Can I give a quick plug for all those listening? You got HellsGate to come to, and that's great. That's all October. But for you film fans out there,
the documentary.
Yeah, I gotta say it.
Documentary, the Fright Stuff.
We've got the Fright Stuff, which is a
I have failed as a host. I have failed as a host.
No, you have not. I'm all over it with you.
Okay.
We got this together. We made a documentary called The Fright Stuff. It is a feature-length film about the history and times of the haunted house business in America, which is, it's such an Americana culture, and no one's made a feature-length documentary about where this started, how it grew. So we spent 10 years doing that. Mike Meyer, Chris Sato of Yokai Films, and myself. And after 10 years, it is finally out there. It is doing the film festival tour right now. Wow. We'll be in Carbondale on Wednesday, then back up, then we're in Missouri. So check out your film festivals. We're hitting as many as we possibly can. We're really excited to share this movie with people, because no one's ever told the story.
I really enjoy. I saw it at Facets. You had an early screening last year. I really enjoyed it. And going back to that notion where you share everything, like failures and all. Like, there's a pretty big failure.
Oh yeah, my biggest.
Your
my
biggest
is featured in the movie. Yeah,
and it's one of the more memorable parts of the entire film. And I don't want to spoil it, but it's super interesting. People love behind the scenes stuff. So the trick, I think, with a good documentary or anything like a podcast is making the subject matter interesting to people who think they're not interested in it.
Right.
And I think you did that with this movie. You made haunted houses, haunted attractions interesting to people who may not think they're interested in it.
Yeah.
And you did it with this documentary.
And that's what we're hoping. We're hoping the general public kind of sees what's going on behind these walls, and really the amazing people that are making this industry grow year after year.
It is all about the people. John LaFlamboy, thank you.
Thank you, James.
Club Drugs. Love you. Thanks. From the second we met, being here tonight was inevitable. This had to happen together. I'm so glad you got to experience this with me.
Thank you for taking us, and thank you for making such a great experience for us to be a part of. Like, we couldn't be happier.
Yeah, this is the best night ever.
I'm so glad I was part of your destiny.